Ladies and gentlemen, really thrilled and excited, and let's give a warm welcome for our next speaker, Carole and Kaufman.
Hey. Is anyone here feeling like their brain is just a little bit fried from too many meetings, too many screens, too many LED lights in our face? Yeah. Now, is there anyone here that feels life is good, but it could be way better? Yeah. So I have found that in life, it's the little things that make a difference. Tiny acts of art and recognizing the creative being in you, that's what's going to take you to the place that you want to be. Now, research says the Drexler University study found that just 45 minutes of art acts at any level, no matter how ugly or beautiful, actually would reduce your cortisol levels by 75%. Wow. So tiny acts of art go up and cortisol levels go down. Nice. So it really doesn't take much. And the fact of the matter is that I believe and I know that every single one of you are a creative being. Everything you do is a creation. From the outfit that you're wearing right now to the text message you just sent, you are making it up as you go. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that think, I'm not creative, I'm an engineer, I'm a mathematician. Well, I don't know, something tells me you just created that formula, right? So, I hate to break it to you, but you too are a creative being. Now, the great German artist, Joseph Beuys, he said, everything is art. Now, some people find that really controversial. I find it inspiring because I like to say, if it comes from the heart, it's art, right? So it's easy. And this is the thing. A lot of us, when we hear the A word, right, we think, uh-oh, wait a minute, I can't paint, I can't sculpt, I don't know how to do it right. That is not necessarily the only way to do art, right? If it comes from the heart, it's art, whatever you're feeling, right? I only have 3 guidelines, so you know it's art. It feels good, it's easy, and you know that it's what you want to do. So there was a time when I really couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I wasn't really feeling too great. So I just want to ask, anyone else here feel like they weren't exactly killing it in high school? Yeah? Okay, I'm not alone. That feels good. For me, that was definitely the darkest, most difficult time of my life. And I really took that teenager thing to the extreme. I hated myself, I hated my body, I hated my life, and I kind of made it my hobby to obsess and find new things that I thought were wrong with me. And quality of life was at a 0. And I remember there came a point where I just really didn't want to be here anymore. And I started hurting myself. And I remember actually sitting in my bedroom, 16 years old, on the side, and looking down at the wounds that I had inflicted on myself. And just something inside me said, no, this is not for me. I already figured out I'm not going to end my life. I have too much of a guilty conscience. And it occurred to me that I'm stuck here. And that I realized if I'm going to be here, I need to create a life worth living. I need to feel good. And I didn't really know how to do that. So I just started by doing things that felt good. And they were just little tiny acts of art. That's what I was into, right? So I put some beads on a string and make a bracelet, or, organize my refrigerator to perfection. And, I would play harmonica, I would whistle, any little thing. Just a tiny act of art. Nothing big. I couldn't handle the big stuff. And so I just kept practicing, I kept feeling better, I kept doing more. I started getting good at some of this stuff, even the whistling. So, well, thank you. Well, I thought I was pretty good too, so I went to the International Whistlers Convention, and right? Yes, it's a thing. And I found out I found out not only was it this wonderful place where I could meet my community and find people of like mind, but actually I won second place, and I was a world champion whistler, right? I know, thank you. That was on my first try, so I felt pretty good. But, the fact of the matter is I kept going back. I eventually became the world champion musical whistler twice. Oh my gosh, thank you. And, yes, the trophies are great. They feel incredible. But what's really amazing is that freedom that I provided for myself, the community that I made, and the ownership of the creative being that I am, just by incorporating tiny acts of art in my life. Yeah. So I want to leave you with these 3 keys to unlock the creative being that's already inside of you. It's in all of us. So number 1, everything is an opportunity for art. Just do it. Whatever you're feeling, go for it. Scribble that thing. Number 2, you can say yes to you. If it feels good, go for it. And number 3, most importantly, just remember, if it comes from the heart, it's art.